I'm Bob at ILikeToMakeStuff. Today I'm going to show you how to make a custom game console. For the main box of the console, I used some old plywood that I had. It doesn't really matter what it looks like because it's going to get painted later. I cut it down into several squares and then sanded off all the edges that I'd cut on both sides of every piece. To hold it all together, I put some glue down into each one of the slots and then knocked everything together. I shot brads into the side and then pre-drilled some screws to hold the top on. The inside frame needed to be a lot stronger, so I cut down some angle iron and welded it together, and made sure to use washers on all the bolts. I cut down some small pieces of aluminum to act as a heat sink on the inside because we don't want it to overheat. Once they were done, I welded up the entire frame for the whole box, and then it was pretty much ready to move on to the electronics. The last thing was to wrap it in some sheet metal and used pop rivets to hold that together. The electronics are really simple actually. It's mostly resistors, and I soldered each one of them onto this perf board. Then I hot glued the dinosaur to the letter blocks and made sure that it dried before I moved on. I put down some tape, added the resistors and all the extra wires that I needed, and a wire for power. Got that all fixed together, and then it was ready to put it in the case, so I put all the things in the right places and did the final bit of soldering for the power cord. I finished it up and realized I made a mistake. It didn't turn out like I wanted, but it turned out that some very small adjustments would be able to fix it. I opened the case back up and adjusted several of the things that I'd done in the last step. Once I was finished, it was complete. It turned out pretty cool, and I love the way the finish turned out. It's got HDMI, USB on the front and the back. I'm really happy with it. Overall, it's pretty simple. There's not a whole lot to it, and I had some of this stuff laying around in the shop already, so it didn't really cost very much. This is the one that I wanted for my house, but if you'd rather have a PS3, you're gonna have to do a lot more welding. If you wanted an Xbox One, there's gonna be a lot more pocket holes involved. You kind of just have to decide which direction you want to go. I hope you liked this one, and if you did, you can let me know down in the comments below. I've got a lot of other videos for you to check out, and links to all my social stuff so you can let me know what you're working on. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.